This is the Minibar Liquid Analyzer Guitar Overdrive pedal. It's made by Rainger FX here in the UK, and to my knowledge it's unique because it has this chamber which you can fill with liquid. The idea being different types of liquid produce different sounds or different tones. When I learned about this, my first instinct was obviously to fill it full of booze and see what would happen. So I reached out to Ranger, who very kindly sent me one of the pedals to play with, and I've collected together four different types of alcohol, each of which has excellent rock and roll credentials, but the liquids are all very different. They have different ABVs, different viscosities, and so forth, just to see how those changes affect the sounds the pedal makes. So we're going to do an experiment to see how four different types of rock and roll liquid sound in the Minibar guitar pedal. Here is the alcohol we're going to use for this experiment. First we have Jack Daniel's, which is 40% aged in oak and has a rock and roll heritage that speaks for itself. Secondly, we have Crystal Head vodka, which is also 40% but unaged. Crystal Head is owned by Dan Aykroyd, who is a blues brother, and it comes in a skull-shaped bottle, giving it impeccable rock and roll credentials. Third is Jägermeister, which is the official shot of every heavy metal gig ever. Jaeger is 35% and slightly thicker and darker than the other two. And finally, we have Red Stripe Lager, which I've picked because every gig I've ever played had Red Stripe Lager sold warm in cans for £4 a pop, and I wanted to see what something fizzy would do in the pedal. So that was the Ranger Minibar overdrive pedal. To my ears, the liquids sound the way they look. The darker spirits, the Jägermeister and the Jack Daniels, had a darker tone, whereas the Crystal Head and the Lager had a brighter tone or a brighter sound. I actually preferred the sound of the Red Stripe to all of them, to be honest. I think the ABV or the strength of the alcohol seems to push the gain up as well, which would be something to know if you're thinking about doing some experiments yourself. If you'd like to get one of these, I'll put a link to Rainger FX down in the description. You can get Red Stripe at your local pawn shop. I hope you found that useful or enjoyable, and thanks very much for watching.